Whew. All right, welcome back. So we got a couple things we're doing. We're going to be kind of working on some wheels. I'm not saying we got another project, but we got a vehicle that we're working on. So came with some, the front tires, which we'll get to the car in a minute. So front tires were bald. Guy gave me some new front tires. I'm just checking to make sure that like the tire, I mean, you can kind of see it's spotty, but that's just the dirty tire. To make sure that the tire looks like it's nice and round, because these are used tires, and making sure that they're not like, got a belt broken or anything like that. So I got one there, that looks good. I need to get the other one over here and get it checked out also, make sure that it's nice and round. And then what I'll say, it's nice having your own machine. So all we're using is the tires off of this. All right, same thing. That one looks nice and smooth and round. So I'm not worried about the balance. I know the balance is off, all that kind of stuff. That's not what I am concerned about. Just wanted to make sure the tires were good. Now, this is why I love having my own machine. Having my own machines just makes it so easy. Come on. There it goes. Alright, now let's go ahead. It's currently not raining out, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to squeeze this in or not. Now, here it is. $19.99 Chevy Cavalier. Yeah, them tires are bald. Back ones got some decent tread on it. Front ones, they're shot. So we're going to, like, we're in the middle of this storm. Like right now, it's a nice little bit of clear weather. So might as well go ahead and work on this thing while I got some clear weather. Because I don't know what storm this is, but the storm was coming up, and sweeping into us. It was bad today. It's gonna be bad. Yeah, whatever. All right, let me go ahead, pop all these tires off, and we'll start working on this. All right, first tire, we got that switched out, and I mean, you can really see now how bald that thing is. I'm not sure if the alignment is off or inflation was wrong, who knows, whatever. So, but got a new tire on it, just did it out, zeroed it out. Now all I have is sticky weights. I don't have the regular clampy weights, but there it is right there. I cleaned it up really well and it's stuck on there, and well, it's perfect. Okay. Always got to, always got to. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. Yeah. You too, have a good day. All right, well, it's starting to rain, so we're probably only gonna get one wheel done today. But while I got the wheel off, want to just kind of look underneath here. Rotor looks good. The brakes are acceptable. There's some meat on them. They need to be redone, but nothing anytime soon. Everything else under here looks decent, you know. Steering rack, so all the control arms look good, everything looks good, so I'm not going to complain about this. So it all looks decent. Shocks aren't leaking oil, nothing like that, so that's a positive. So I guess let me go ahead and get this one wheel on. If it continues just to rain just a little bit, I'll go ahead and get the other one knocked out. This one isn't as bald, but it is really low. Also, there's not much tread on that one, so pretty sure this is all I'm gonna be able to get done. It's one wheel. Well, let me get it done. Okay, I'm back. It's the following day, so worked on the car, got all that stuff done, got the car, you know, gone. It will be coming back. It has a little bit of an issue. I'm not real sure what's the matter with it. It's got some codes, you know, engine codes, all that kind of stuff, but nothing that's like major. I think the throttle position sensor's messing up on it, so I have a code for the TPS. Now, is it causing the issue that it's having? Not sure, but it's like short drives, like, you know, we're just talking like, you know, we'll say 20-minute drive, runs fine. You're out driving it for, you know, half hour, 45 minutes, whatever, just will periodically just shut off. But then the thing is, you start it right back up, it runs fine. Just kind of weird that it just periodically shuts off once in a while. Short trips, it's really good. I think the throttle position sensor could be the issue. We're still working on it. But right now, we gotta do some cleaning in the garage. Got me another tote. So I have one space up there, and that's for this tote right here. And this is all my Corvair stuff. So we're gonna be putting all the Corvair stuff into this tote right there. What did I just drop? Okay. Because I want to get, I need to get my workbench, my slight workbench cleaned off. So I'm still, like, the fuel pump, yes, I got a new fuel pump in it, but I'm still keeping the old one just because. And all of this stuff is still needed because, you know, all of this stuff's going back on. The only thing I don't know is I need to post a picture of these online. These things, like little hinge looking things right here, I don't know what in the world these things are. That's the only thing I'm not sure. What in the world is that? But gotta get all this stuff put in the car, or put in there. Oh, that's Honda stuff. But let's put all this away for real quick. And then we'll get to some other stuff real quick too, because I need to get, you know, like I said, all this is sitting up here since I bought the car basically, and it needs to be put away. I'm trying to have a workbench to work on things. Yeah, the only thing, these don't fit in there. I do need to find new wipers online because they're kind of messed up. But the thing is like the way that these are, these wipers, this is the same kind of a wiper mechanism right here that like Chevy S10s are. So would a Chevy S10 arm fit? Who knows? Trash. Alright, these are Corvair, these are Corvair, these are Corvair, That's trash. I have no idea what these bolts, these screws are for. Alright. Oh yeah, I did get the other day, I got this. This thing's nice. So, 61, 32 edition, 32nd year, Clinton, Chilton's Auto Repair Manual. Ah. And right here, starting here, Corvair index. So there is, what, who knows how many pages of nothing but, you know, complete breakdown of the Corvair, you know, the different motor styles. Here's how to rebuild the motor, you know, pulling the cans off, all that kind of stuff. Talks about, you know, basically it shows you how to tear the pistons and all that kind of stuff off of this thing. There's, you know, rear end housing, you know, doing the clutch setup. I mean, this thing, you know, working the air conditioner. I mean, like, this is pages upon, there you go. So there's the end of it right there. So, I mean, it's a good little stint, you know, 185 to 236. That's some good amount of pages. So, I'm glad that I got that, because I basically, you know, I've never had a Corvair, I've never had a rear engine, never had an air-cooled vehicle, so having a book that basically breaks down everything and tells me how to diagnose anything, tear apart anything, that's a good thing to have. All right, let me go ahead, finish cleaning up a little bit in here, because I got some other things. Just gotta get organized. Okay, so I got most of the garage cleaned up. It needs a little bit of a dusting and cleaning, and just, you know, meant to grab that chain. So that's my chain off my mini bike that is twisted. I am keeping it because 90% of the chain is good. I don't know. Okay, so let's get to the mini bike real quick. So yes, I blew the chain out on this, all that kind of stuff. Well, it comes with a 35 chain. Let's go over that real quick. So this right here is what's a 40. This is a 40 chain. This is what's regular, you know, motorcycles, all that kind of stuff, ATVs, anything uses. This is a big beefy chain. And then you have that. There's a huge difference. So like this right here has a 40 chain. This has a 40 chain. That has a 35. Well, I decided I'm going to go ahead and order from Go Power Sports, because it's where I got this. And they sell just basically the setup to change this over. So new rear sprocket, new chain, and a new clutch. So it's basically a whole brand new setup for this thing right here, and you're running the 40 chain. Because I was sitting there, or it's, you know, some's 40 and some's 420, whatever. Reason why I'm going to do it is because it's a mini bike. It's off-road. It's not for just regular goofing off street use, you know, this and that. I've had the street, I've had it off-road, I've done a lot of things, and well, needless to say, a 35 chain just isn't good and strong and beefy. So we're gonna go ahead and switch that bike over to a 40. It's worth it in the long run. Why waste, you know, the money on buying a new chain? They're not that expensive, but I'm gonna wind up breaking it again. Like I said, I broke one. I know people who have broken them also. Same bike, same chain, everything. So we're gonna go ahead and order in about, I don't know, next week or so, order the whole setup. It's $100, which is sprocket, clutch, and chain. That's not a bad price. So we'll go ahead and get that ordered. The next thing we need to go ahead and order on this thing after we get it back up and running is the brake system. So this is basically, you know, just, you know, like bicycle. You know, you pull it and it clamps. It's all right. I mean, it works, but it's nowhere near strong enough. So we're going to go ahead later on also and switch this over to, you you know, a full hydraulic setup with a master cylinder and everything, because basically it doesn't have the stopping power for what I want. I want to be able to just grab that brake and it lock it up. It locked it up at first, but over time it's just worn out, and like the pads on that thing are already slant worn out. I mean, they work, but not very good. All right, on to this thing. So when I was doing it and building it and all that kind of stuff and cleaning it up, 2 of the studs broke off right here. So basically the wheel was only held on by 2, which I talked about that in one video when I took this thing out and ripped it. So trying to find new press-in, I mean, these are actually press-in studs, all that kind of stuff. That's a nightmare trying to find these. So I dug through my bolt bin and just wound up getting, you know, bolts. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just tack them on. I'm not going to fully weld them. I mean, yes, I could just, you know, ratchet, all that kind of stuff, but we're just going to put a good tack on them. And plus, I need to get my welder out. I haven't used my welder much. So we want to get this out and use it again. Alright, there we go. And like I said, we're just going to tack all these. I mean, there's only 2 of them. Get these tacked on. Alright, yeah, put the face shield on, you know, safety second. There we go. Like I said, that was something simple anyways. It wasn't like, you know, oh, I had to, you know, do major welding, you know, this and that. Woo. All right. Now, put the wheel back on. Ow! That was hot. Yeah, I know. I welded. Duh. The one thing is like with these, there's these 2-piece wheels. You know, you gotta take all the air out of them to get them on and off. All right. Yeah, they're warm as I don't know what. All right. Here's that one. There we go. There. Now, my wheel is not, I mean, it was bad wobbling. I mean, you can see there's the 2. I mean, like, this one was sheared off right at the nut. This one was sheared off at the flange. So, needless to say, it was gone. All right. Clean up this, clean up that. Okay, I don't know why this thing just randomly likes to turn itself off. Kind of weird, but whatever. Okay, so this time I actually picked the chain up. I did put it away. I did keep it. It's just until I get everything wrapped up, we're just going to keep a couple things and all that kind of stuff. And then once we get everything done, then we'll start chucking some of this old crap. That chain over there, workbench is cleaned off. All right, we're going to take this thing for a little bit of a rip. Now this thing has not been started basically since the last video that I did on this where I was ripping it around. So this thing's been sitting for, I don't know, what, a good month? I mean, pretty much. All right. Let's see, is this thing even turned on? All right, that's on. All right, fuel on. And start just like that. All right. Not bad when it's been sitting for a month. I think it works best with the choke, like start it with the choke on and then like move it about a quarter of the way, and once it's warmed up, full rip. But like to get it really up and running and just get it working, about a quarter of the way. Get it started, bump it a little bit, works fine. All right, well, that's enough tinkering for the day, or I guess the last 2 days. That's all I've been wanting to do. I just need to get out and tinker and clean, and been trying to wrap some projects up. Go-kart's wrapped up. Basically, I still want to paint it, so it's not wrapped up. Mini bike was wrapped up until I blew it up the other day. Things are never going to be done. Oh well. I guess we'll catch you in the next one.